you guys doing today? I hope you all enjoyed the holidays. I know it feels really hard to go back to normal, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So today, I know for December I really spiked out, and I didn't really post much, but I'm trying to get back into it. So before I start, I just wanted to say I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe and like this video and comment and just help me out, help a girl out. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers this year, hopefully. It's gonna be my 1 year on YouTube soon, so I really want to get there before I get to my 1 year. So I'm hoping you guys can help me out a bit, help a girl out, Okay, enough of that. Let's get into the video. Oh, hi. Yeah? Are you here for the piercing? Okay. Yeah, sure. Anything. Well, not anything, but almost anything. So, why don't you have a seat and we can talk a little about what might work for you, and then we can get you all pierced up. So the basics is people like to do like the ear, some go for the nose, sometimes it's the facial, but it's very popular to do the ear. You want to do the ear? Okay. So with that, there's a lot of different parts in which you could do. There's the upper lobe, there's the lower lobe, there's almost the inside, that's this piece over here. So there's a lot that you could do. We'll get into that. But first, I just want to tell you that with the ear, some portions do have a very long healing time. It could go up to 6 months, it can go up to a year, especially if you piercing cartilage. That makes it very hard to heal. So you want to just keep that in mind if you want something that's easily healed. Obviously, I love it, I recommend it. It's just, it's a bit hectic sometimes. Especially if you do both, it becomes a little bit difficult to sleep and to work. Sometimes with both ears pierced, then it's like, but in terms of the pain, it's very minimal. It's just what you do. For example, if you work with headphones, earphones, things like that, sometimes you can't really have piercings on top because they tend to hurt with excessive earphone wearing and things like that. So especially if you're doing call center or yeah. So let me get my little diagram for you. So here it is over here, and as you can see, this is the ear, and how it works is there's different points on your ear where we obviously would pierce. So the long elongated one is known as the industrial, that goes through 2 portions of your ear. It looks amazing, it feels amazing to have it, but it is a to pierce. To have it pierced, you'll just feel a gun or the needle go whew, and it is just it's it's not it's not the best, but it is amazing to have, trust me. And then coming down, we have the middle lobe. That is very, very medium in terms of pain. It is very easy. It's not bad at all. It's not like even, it's that is more of a mild one. From the middle of the lobe down is more what we do for children, what we do for babies. So it's very medium, okay? And then we go on to the tragus, which is this middle part of your ear. It's that opening, that flap right there. That is pretty, I would say, biker type. It gives you a little bit of edge. It's very different. It's not your everyday piercing. It definitely is the one to go for if you're looking for a little bit of edge in your life and everything. So, that's that I think if you need a little bit, sometimes we're just less to get something pierced. And then obviously we move to opposite. So that would be on this point. That would be the antitagrus. That one is also, it's more of a softer cartilage, so it's not so bad. In terms of sleeping, it's also not so bad because it's on the inner part of your ear. You don't really feel it if you are a wild sleeper. So that one's also really nice. So what do you think? What are you feeling towards? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's awesome. I really enjoy mine. I loved it. Like I said, everybody heals differently. I will give you a small container. I think I have it here. So I have this little container. And it is more of an antiseptic. And what you do is you take a cloth and you would just spray. You would just move your earring and you would spray. So you don't have to remove the earring, and then you would just wipe gently down. So it's going very different to before. I know when I first got my ears pierced, that was a long time ago. I think I was maybe 14 or 13, and they used to have a whole different process where you would need to remove the earring and clean the wound, and it was a whole process. Now it's going very easy. We just spray it and it heals itself. It's very different now. So yeah, I mean, if you're ready, we can get into it. Okay, cool. So why don't you have a seat? Why don't you lay down for me? Yeah. And let me get my my little helpers, and I will be with you in a second. So first off, I have the gun, and I prefer using a gun over the needle for this specific one, just because it's more of a it's faster, and the needle sometimes doesn't grab as easily. So the gun, I have the confidence in this one. And before I forget, would you be doing pure silver earrings, or so generally with these piercings we gotta go a bit of a safer route in the start. So we do more of a really small hoop. It's really tiny. So we would do a really small hoop, just so that with a stud sometimes it's a bit tricky, but the hoop it can always move, which is nice, and it's very, very flexible, and it's small, so you don't really feel it. The stud you still might feel in the shower, things like that. So we're gonna do a really thin hoop, and we're gonna go silver because silver is easy. And the colors sometimes, you're not sure if it's one of your first exclusive piercings, if certain things agree with you. Like a lot of people have acidity problems on their ears, so they blacken out the earrings, or it causes it to get infected or things like that. So that way we stick with silver. So I'm gonna use this really tiny hoop and let me just get my cotton wool. I'm just gonna dab on your ear, and let's get our gun out, and let me just okay. Now before I do anything, I just want to mark, so just lay still for me, and I just want you to have a look. Let me get my mirror. Okay, so just have a look. What do you think? Is that okay? Okay. Okay, now take a deep breath in for me. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That was good. That was great. You did so well. Really, you did really well. Let me just 1 second. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. So that was really good. I'm just gonna give you a little. That is your little bottle, and I want you to apply it at least 3 times a day. Try and be consistent. Just so that, just for like the first week or the first 10 days, just so that it heals properly. If you do have pain, sometimes it can give you a mild headache. If you do have pain, I would suggest taking like a Panado, something light. It might give you a bit pain for today. Tomorrow there shouldn't be any problems at all. If there is, then come straight here. I will tell you if it's infected, and we will sort it out. Okay? You were such a good client. I mean, you should really come back.